Hello, welcome to the Real Internet Comfort Instagram account. My name is Antoinette Smith and I'm your author. Remember to get your books, get your books, get your books, people. Some of them are on sale at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Google, Apple iTunes, Walmart.com, Target.com, Books A Million, Kobo, Indigo, and Tails. All of them come in paperback and digital version. Get your copies today. Do not forget about my new book release, My Jesus Experience, Our Journey. It comes with its own bookmark. Remember that all of my books come with their own bookmarks and the book series come with their own loyalty cards. We are reading from my newest book release, Life After Losing a Child, and it also comes with its own bookmark. Today we will be reading from, chapter 9. It is titled Anger, Bargaining, Reasoning. Anger, a strong feeling of annoyance, displeasure, or hostility. Wrath or rage is an intense emotional state involving a strong, uncomfortable, and non-cooperative response to a perceived provocation. That is from the Webster's Dictionary. Bargaining is a type of negotiation in which a buyer and seller of a good or service debate the price and exact nature of the transaction. Decisions between people in order to reach agreement on something such as prices, wages, or working. That is also from the Webster's Dictionary. Reasoning, a process of thinking about something in a logical way, in order to form a conclusion or judgment. The ability of the mind to think and understand things in a logical way. Process of forming conclusions, judgments from facts or premises, the reasons, arguments, proof, etc., resulting from the process. That is also from the Webster's Dictionary. Depression, feeling of severe despondency or ejection. Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and a loss of interest. Also called major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. That is from the Mayo Clinic. Now, I have said in previous chapters there are 5 stages of grief. Deborah. The meaning: denial, anger, bargaining, reason, depression, and acceptance, according to the Mayo Clinic. It is not certain that they occur in this order all the time, but has been proven that you bounce from one to another in no order during in no certain order during the grief process. It has also been proven that you experience them more than once, and there is no time frame for each one. It solely depends on the individual and their coping mechanism and skills, their level of faith, belief system, and way of life. I myself have experienced them all many times in my life during this grief process of my son. I truly don't know how many times I went through. I don't know how long I went through, but I know for sure I went through them all and probably much more. There were many times I wanted to commit suicide on many levels. There were times when I was so depressed I didn't leave my house, get out of bed, or talk to anyone. Excuse me. I was already messed up and troubled on multiple levels. I had never dealt with the hurts of my past, my legal debts to society, nor had I forgiven all the people that caused me harm. So this was the icing on the cake, the final straw that broke the camel's back and broke my back too. That changed me forever. My process lasted 6 years before I was able to accept the truth that he was really gone and never coming home. My breakthrough was a true act of God, and I will tell you how, when, and where it happened for me in the last and final chapter. I will show you how you can be divided in your mind, heart, and emotion, and it shows up in your physical life. It was as if I was 2 or 3 different people at one time, but I wasn't. I just fulfilled many roles with the skills, talents, and tools required for each position. My greatest role and passion was being a mother, now a grandmother, a tutu. My greatest joy in life has always been that I was a mother, no matter what. I loved my children. I knew my children. I was involved with my children and their lives, their careers, their dating, marriage, now their children. As I realized my babies had babies, and I began to shift my focus more on myself, my self-care, my career, my dreams, because now it was my time to fulfill my desires once my children were of age. The love and joy my grandchildren brought to me was indescribable, unimaginable excitement. They brought life into my whole being. I began fulfilling my dreams and being a business owner. Dreams, visions, plans I held on since age 16 now becoming the past. I started and operated 3 businesses and a ministry in 5 years, one in which is my author's dream to write and publish. I wrote and published 14 books in 4 years, while I attended childcare classes full time for 18 months, while I worked for my company, Gentle Touch In-Home Care, as a living caregiver and being the boss. I started Empowerment Ministry to empower people for Christ by training and teaching people. I taught seminars on how to start, set up, and manage their own business, how to obtain your dream job, how to write a book or a book series. I taught youth ages 5 to 15 servanthood, how to serve in the community, go to widows, sick and shut-in, single parents, cooking and cleaning classes, Bible skills, etiquette classes, intro to workforce, meet the author sessions, meet and greet sessions. I also took them to the community centers and homeless shelters with me to serve the needy. I opened my Miss Nets Glory Braiding Salon to help inspire upcoming cosmetologists and barbers, to give them a place to develop their skills and become their own business owners. I was traveling all across America for book signing tours. All of these great rewards of life were afforded to me. I was happy, I was joyous, and living my dreams on one hand, and on the other hand, I was hurt, I was sad, I was depressed, I was angry, I was reasoning with God, I was bargaining with Him. Lord, if I fulfill this vow for you, if I perform this command of yours, if I showed love, compassion, mercy, will you tell me some truths about my son's death? Why did you take him from me? What I did wrong? Why are my children paying for the price of my sins? How could you do this to his daughter that barely knows and remember her father? I was filled with questions, answers, conclusions I formed in my own mind. I was closed off from people emotionally. If you tried to get close to me personally, it showed up because I showed up because I didn't allow people in my personal space. And when you invaded, I let you know you were going too far. I was social, very social. You had to understand, I was a pro at hiding my true feelings. I had lived my entire life in the shadows, in the dark. I was a true introvert. My tongue was tied from age 5, but God began to shed light in my darkness, and I had to face some hard truths, not only about my loss, but about me, Antoinette, the real Antoinette. Not the one I created and made up in my mind, the one people thought or seen me as, but the one God was trying to bring forth. And it's only by His grace and mercy I am here and in my right mind telling you my story. And I'm going to end the chapter right there. Remember to get your books, get your books, get your books, people. We're going to read from this book one more time. I want you to get your book, people. So remember, until we meet again, God gets the glory and I tell the story. Goodbye.